David. Wonderful story. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The guard spot. Filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, the wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the point. 2 very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Auger, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Leonard against Middleton. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Zubac. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Looking for George. He gets it there. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. And George with the stop.
Slam dunk city, Paul George. With the big-time throwdown there.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Now here is George. Oh, the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. It's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Jackson passes to Leonard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Shots good by Middleton.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
They get it again. Antetokounmpo. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is George. He has 6. He drives in.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Holiday left side. Feeds it to Giannis. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. Takes a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's DiVincenzo. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Leonard. Driving in and finished off by Leonard.
Getting a step on the defense there. Once Leonard has this, you know he's going to capitalize.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Jackson. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Got a piece of it. Lock at 6. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Holiday against Jackson. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Giannis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay,
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct up. Not predetermined. He's reading the defense and then responding accordingly.
well, it starts with getting downhill. The defense has to build a wall to keep him away from the rim.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. George passes to Zubac. Kicks it to Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. No good on that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Lopez against George. Here's Zubac. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Morris Sr.
You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers. And an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Holiday looking over the floor. The pass to Giannis. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Second personal foul.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Holiday dishes to Middleton. From deep. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers leading by 7. Back to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jackson against Holiday. He kicks it to Middleton to stop the run. And again, the Bucks miss. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
DiVincenzo finds Lopez. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Lots of room. Count it. DiVincenzo's got his first points in this one. And so it's Los Angeles. Hold it.
Here with
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. It was a return to form for him tonight after... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joe, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Ogilvy is out there with Portis. Then there's Allen. Then it's George Hill. And it's Nora in at the small forward spot. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Got a piece of it. Bucks trail by 11. Hill passes to Ojil. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
Bucks shooting 40% from the field. Hill against Bledsoe. To the left side wing. Here's Nora. No good on the triple.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Mann. Here's Kennard. Defended by Allen. Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The kick out to Hill. Launches a three. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
The three. And Nicholas Batum with the three. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Hill has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And the layup falls.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And here's Kennard. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hill looking it over to the left wing. Ibaka against Portis. No good off the back of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Ibaka. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Powerful move there by Ibaka, getting around the tough defense and finishing.
Hill against Bledsoe. 11 feet away. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Batum, good. Batum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Down low, here's Portis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Kennard. And Batum kicks to Kennard. He can't get that one.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hill against Bledsoe. Back to Kennard. And another three for the Clippers.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
Pass to Hill. Allen outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Pocket is out there with Batum. And there's Bledsoe. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. The shot by Holiday, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Outside for George. Zubac the pass to Leonard. George with the ball. Launches it. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. Back to Leonard from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton looking it over. Lopez passes to Middleton. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
George dishes to Jackson. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
DiVincenzo against George. Outside Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by George. A 15-footer. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Well, that's just a matter of outworking the defense there by Giannis, beating them to the glass and sending it right back.
And they double up Jackson to the inside. Back to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Jackson against Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Defended by Middleton, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Back to Giannis. The Clippers grab the miss.
Milwaukee foul.
Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now George. Driving to the basket. And then George with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
So the Clippers winning this one easy. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Clippers.
Thank you very much.
He sure is, David. Great report. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Phoenix, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Fires from deep. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Jackson against Paul. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Crowder kicks to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. First quarter, just over a minute played.
And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection. But boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
George. A shot, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 and 2 from long range in the first quarter. Booker in the corner. The feed to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges passes to Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A 3 from Leonard. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 and 3 for the field to start this one so far. Booker, right side. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on George.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Outside, George, and stolen by Booker. And they're moving it up. Bridges kicks to Paul. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. Defended by Crowder. Outside Leonard. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Jackson against Paul. On the wing, Booker. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play called, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Booker the pass to Bridges. Paul outside. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Crowder. That misses off the backboard. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Booker outside. To the paint. Pass to Crowder. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you love to see Crowder active from inside. All it takes is good positioning, and he's golden.
Leonard looking around. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. That three off the mark. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. In the corner, it's Bridges. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bridges has got 5 now.
Well, good position, deep set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
And here's George for 3. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
The pass to Crowder. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And taken away by Paul. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, up 4. Stay. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Paul passes to Bridges. Leonard with the steal. It's deflected. Bridges with the steal. Pass to Ayton. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also made their mark in the paint. A lot of their scoring coming down low so far.
Paul kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Crowder. Ayton's got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised. He is a double-double machine. And think about it. He is not even at his prime yet.
Zubats the pass to Leonard. It's good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Passes to Paul. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges has got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
George against Booker. To the inside. Takes it out to Leonard. To the paint. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Bridges outside. Feeds it to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining.
George with no one around. Good on the triple.
Paul George.
Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Well, not only prolific from 3, but efficient from 3. Paul George, nicely done.
Outside Crowder. Paul outside. He kicks it to Booker. Trying to get open is Crowder. No good from Booker. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And it's George finishing it off.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
Paul George.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 11.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Ball against Jackson. And 1:01 left in the first half. It's tipped. Down low. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The shot's good. And now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
This offense just continues to impress.
George looking around. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Booker in the corner. 17 seconds left here in the second. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Jackson from long range. And the foul called on Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul.
Paul outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. And that'll do it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Drop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
Booker outside. Paul for 3. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And a guy like Nick Batum, all but written off, he went through a rebirth after joining the successful Clippers.
Right, you think about Nick Batum, he had to deal with so many injuries. You forget how complete a player he is when healthy. He showed just how important he can be for an elite team.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Batum. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Kaminsky. Clock at 6. And here's Payne. That shot, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Stolen by McGee. Stolen by Bledsoe. To the paint. McGee with the block. And he gets it back. And Ibaka slams it in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. There's the pass to McGee. to the inside. Here's Kaminsky, and the layup's good off the glass. Kaminsky's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No good from Bledsoe.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Suns leading by 3. Pass to McGee. Shot from 12. And he stays with it. Kicks to Kaminsky. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Kaminsky's got his second bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bledsoe left side. Stolen by McGee. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Shamet rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Kaminsky inside, guarded by Bledsoe. .114 left to play in the third. Stolen by McGee. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Bledsoe with working on Payne. Batum inside the three-point line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Phoenix.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 9. Bledsoe finds Ibaka. Kennard against Kaminsky. The 3. Kennard's shot is off. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Kaminsky. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns lead by 9. And we're coming right. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bledsoe is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. Payne passes to Shamet. 6 to shoot. Back to Johnson. Baseline jumper. That one no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Batum brings length and a personal game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Booker kicks to Paul. for the three. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three. Suns leading by 7. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside, George. Jackson finds Zubac. Back to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot by George, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. On deep. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Jackson passes to Zubac. The dish now to George. And George with the stop.
That's a play that's all about positioning, and Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Bridges outside. Booker against George. Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Goes up on the wing. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Bridges against Leonard. Inside, Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Ball against Jackson. Booker dishes to Ayton. And he gets it to go. 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
George passes to Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
On the wing, Bridges, defended by George. Ball against Jackson. Ball outside to the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
George against Ayton. Back to George. And yes, it's good. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker, a 3-ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Count that one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Inside, here's Ayton. Got it!
DeAndre Ayton focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
To the inside. Now the pass to Zubac. To the paint and taken away by Paul. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great.
The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. What a surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bridges against Lopez. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Crowder. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
Here's Ayton. Nice move. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And the dunk by Booker.
And Jay Crowder moving into the open man.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
2 minutes remaining.
Lopez right side. Over Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. The first free throw is good.
Milwaukee. Brook Lopez at the line for 2.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Bridges outside. Booker outside. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, and that one is good.
More experienced Booker not letting the shot clock winding down affect any of his play.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. Giannis left side. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Bridges outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Suns trail by 3. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes it down to Middleton. Three-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Holiday against Paul. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range.
Oh, they might have woken up that range from Chris Paul. He's capable from there.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And so the first quarter is in the book. And now we hear from Giannis, spelling out his key to staying confident.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media.
Good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. That makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the one. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Giannis. 6 points for him. Passes it to Middleton. Shoots over Bridges.
Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
Crowder lets it go from 14. Tipped away.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won most valuable player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now a 9-point Bucks lead. Bridges outside. Back the ball. Booker outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo with it. Bridges covering. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Now here's Middleton. 3-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Booker against DiVincenzo. Right side Crowder. 4 on the clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the length of Giannis is a problem. He's erasing shots.
And Ayton throws it down. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by 8.
First half, 2 minutes.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance." Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. Booker draws the double. Bridges, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his second
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And Chris Middleton, the longtime Buck, he's been with the team through it all.
And where I give Chris Middleton the most credit, GA, is the fact that after he signed that long-term big money deal, he did not have a great season. It did not deter him from getting to this level because he knew he was worth it and he knew he had the talent. So Chris Middleton deserves what he's gotten in the last couple seasons, especially the way he's played in the postseason.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. And they'll get another chance. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Crowder goes in. Down low. Here's Ayton. He makes the Johnny from the left block. And that's now 11 points for DeAndre Ayton. Bucks leading by 7. The shot and game clock separated by 4. DiVincenzo against Booker. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Booker up top. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
DiVincenzo.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. And in one stretch there, they were up by... and that'll...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a moment left on the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Payne. Cameron Johnson is out there with Kaminsky. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Shamet in at the 2.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Allen passes to Ojale. McGee with the block. Johnson surveying the floor. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Allen. Shamet on the wing. The Suns need to get a shot off. McGee's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Ojale kicks to Allen. Pass to Ojale. for Kaminsky. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Suns trail by 10. To the inside. And finished off by Kaminsky.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Hill passes to Portis. Here's Ojale. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
From downtown, drains the three-pointer. Shamet got his first 3 points of the game.
Quick and clean with that shot attempt as Shamet knocks it in.
Outside Hill. Pass to Portis. The pass to Morrow. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Suns trail by 5. Payne with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And stolen by Portis. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. Pass to Portis. It's back to Hill to end the cold streak.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Payne. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
For the tie, another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Hill. .115 left in the third. 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. Shamet with the steal. Kaminsky with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Kaminsky kicks to Payne. Back to Kaminsky. For the lead. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Pass to Nora. Here's Portis, guarded by McGee. Shot to stop the run, and Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson, the pass to Payne. 6 to shoot in the corner. Shamet with it. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Got it up. Off on that one. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns lead by 2. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got at the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And forward, they have Middleton and Giannis. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix. Ball against Holiday. He kicks to Giannis. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Giannis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Paul passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Holiday finds Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 6. Giannis inside. Ayton's there. Good on the shot.
Well, he can go either through or around the defense. That's what you love about Giannis and his agility and his strength.
Booker outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Booker kicks to Paul. McGee against Lopez. McGee dishes to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Over Middleton. And it's Ayton missing. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And DiVincenzo with a head of steam. Man, he got up.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. On the pass to McGee. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. Passes it to Holiday. Now Giannis. Back to Holiday. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Booker outside. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. And shot on the way. Rebound by the Suns. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Booker outside. To the middle. Here's Ayton, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. He's done a much better job of staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Ayton hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Inside. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their 3 pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kicks it out to Paul to take the lead. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
All finding a way that time to draw the foul.
The second one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that gives them the lead.
in an extended trip to the line there, comes away with max value, all three in the book.
McGee against Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. McGee with the block. Giannis dishes to Lopez.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Giannis outside to end the run, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
A player like Mikal Bridges, who enjoys the amount of success that he did coming out of college, winning 2 national championships, shines a different light on how he can impact the greater good and the winning environment that you create.
And he gets the wrist. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both shots good from the strike.
DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he gets some rebounds, he gets some assists. He's a weapon.
At the line for Phoenix.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
At the line for 2.
The second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-pointer.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Over Booker. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being.
At shooting guard, Dante DiVincenzo.
And with tip-off coming up.
Thank you, Kevin.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forward. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Clippers, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. And stolen by DiVincenzo. George finds Jackson, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jackson's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Clippers. And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. and he seems to be getting better with age.
Outside Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Leonard against Middleton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Leonard against Middleton. Passes to Jackson. Outside, George. A three-pointer, no good. And Antetokounmpo inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
George against DiVincenzo. Lopez with the steal. Now here's DiVincenzo. D right on him. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Zubac against Lopez. From 18 feet away. Zubac the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Jackson up top. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Jackson against Holiday. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Those three-pointers off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Hands it from downtown.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball in the range.
Middleton right side. Shoots from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
And it's George missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Unloads. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he could convert, that's a good shot.
Leonard on the wing. Lopez covering. Takes the three. The rebound by the Bucks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's George. Outside Leonard. Fires for three. Here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Leonard's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Here's DiVincenzo. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And it's in there.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He takes it in. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 5. We'll be back shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
You know, I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court, but off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides. Just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
Holiday against Jackson. That one drops for him.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Left side, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
And Holiday just does so much on the floor. But for me, defense is his number one attribute. He's arguably the best perimeter defender in the league.
Covered by Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Holiday, an elite defender, Greg, as you said, makes life difficult for opposing guards.
And he does a great job of playing D with his feet. Comes up with some blocks and steals each game as well. Never gets lost on a play.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, George. Clock at 4. They grab their own miss. No good from Zubac. Bucks trail by 3. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Back to Middleton. Puts up a 3. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Jackson kicks to Zubac. DiVincenzo against Leonard. Driving the lane. And he goes big with the jump over Brook Lopez.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Outside Holiday. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
2 minutes.
Pass to DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by George. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Holiday against Jackson. Holiday the pass to Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
3-point basket.
Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's why Middleton got that giant extension. He can stretch the floor.
The 3 from George. Jackson kicks to George. Dishes to Leonard. Antetokounmpo defending, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now, Antetokounmpo, he's got 6. Takes it inside, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
pass to Leonard. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Shooting 5 for 8.
Shooting at a high clip. He's found ways to get quality looks.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Plenty of space. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside, George. Seconds left now here in the second, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now, thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers? And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got George Hill. Portis is out there with Ojale. Then there's Allen. And it's Nora in at the 3. Kennard on the wing. Right wing. Here's Mann. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kept alive. Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beyond the arc. Mann can't hit.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Portis.
What do you love about Serge on this end? Has the lateral quickness and hops to really challenge shooters.
Here's Nora. The shot comes out. Ibaka with some nice D. The Clippers trail.
And the length that Batum provides on the wing. Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
Here's Nora. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
And check out the hops on Bledsoe. Getting into the air and just throwing that one down. The D had no answer.
Hill deciding where to go with it. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Jordan Moore. That's his first personal foul. First team.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Bledsoe kicks to Kennard.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Allen's shot is off.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Passes it to Nora. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And there's the pass to Kennard. To the inside. And the dunk by Batum.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Bledsoe against Hill. Down low, Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Hill passes to Allen. Shoots it. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Clippers trail by 5. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Kennard against Allen. The Clippers keep it alive. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Bledsoe outside. On the wing, Batum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Allen left side. Over Ibaka, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Back to Kennard. Feeds it to Batum. The score now all even. And it's 7 points for Batum.
Look, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Clippers. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Luke Kennard. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Bledsoe outside. He dishes it to Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Kennard to take the lead. And no good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. And George have the stuff.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers a fast break. See ya.
Giannis up top. And the dunk by Giannis.
He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Lopez against George. Leonard looking over the floor. lets it go from deep. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Middleton can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Lopez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to Leonard. Defended by Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Clippers.
As a coach, he feels so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Milwaukee keeping it alive. A new 14. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Off target from 3-point range.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Lopez finds Middleton. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lopez.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
The pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose, and it's Leonard missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Middleton on the wing. The tray. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And it's George finishing it off.
Big points. As the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Outside Holiday. There's the drive. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Outside Jackson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Middleton outside. Shoots. Good!
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Outside Leonard. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, he will head to the line for 2.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see a winner.
A free throw. Taking 2. shot.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game, about the same as KD and LeBron.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Stolen by Jackson. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bright lights and tall buildings of... And his thing...
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Off it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. And for the Clippers, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And George, here we go. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now the pass to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. George against Booker. And it's George finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Paul against Jackson. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
George dishes to Jackson. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Zubac.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
Jackson against Paul. Kicks to Crowder. All sorts of time, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Bridges outside.
2 minutes
Looking for
remaining.
Crowder. He gets it there. Kicks it out to Booker. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. Connects from three-point range.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Crowder finds Paul. Lets the three fly. The shot will not fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard draws the double. Left side Jackson over Paul. Zubac. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Zubac has got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Paul outside. Inside. Leonard with the steal. Defended by Paul. Pass to Jackson. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And Leonard gets it to go.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Paul passes to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Crowder. And shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Coming in as a second-round pick in 2012, Jay Crowder has earned his spot in the NBA and has been part of some very big-time winning teams. He's gained that reputation as a hard-nosed defender, and that's what he'll keep.
Clippers leading by 8. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Paul. Pass to Leonard. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Kicks it out to Booker. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. While we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent, great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
Bridges shot, good.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 8. Down low. And it's Ayton missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Booker with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. Booker outside. Feeds to Crowder. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now, here's George. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Shakes him. It's hauled in by the Suns.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Pass to Ayton. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. I'm sitting here with former NBA dunk contest champion Brent Berry. Brent, how do you feel about how modern offenses sometimes back away from the paint?
Well, I love it, Kevin. By the way, in the dunk contest, you know there's no defense. So I'm all for that, too, because I didn't play that. But will we go back to low post play? I think what's happened is the post now is used more as an opportunity for offenses to penetrate the defense and then create more movement on the perimeter, and then the ball comes back out. And looking for those three-point shots and taking a higher percentage of those is leading to more winning. So I'm not sure when that changes.
Now here's Jackson. Up top, Leonard, defended by Bridges. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. Nobody near George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 5.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
Booker the pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Shoots over Zubac. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ayton.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. 1:07 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Booker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Ayton. Good on the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Clippers leading by 7. Now Jackson. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Booker against George. Stolen by Zubac. Pass to George. Outside Leonard. There's Jackson with the 3. And we've reached halftime in this one. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and that's going to do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Landry Shamet. Cameron Johnson is out there with Frank Kaminsky. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Payne in at the point guard. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McGee.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Now here's Batum. Ibaka outside. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 7.
Been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
Payne with it, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Kaminsky. Second chance shot. He dishes it to McGee. He kicks to Payne. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. McGee's shot is off. And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he's still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge. He can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Payne kicks to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Kaminsky's got his first points of the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Kennard up top. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Shamet the pass to Johnson. Back to Shamet. Suns moving the ball around. And Johnson with the stuff.
A defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Now, here's Kennard. He's covered closely. And there's the drive. And no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Shamet with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Johnson in the corner. McGee trying to break free. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Johnson.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. An easy 2 points on the lane. Ibaka's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's some grown man stuff down on the inside from Serge. Able to take that punishment and still finish it off.
Shamet on the wing. To the paint. McGee inside. Ibaka on him. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. A double team Bledsoe. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. Here's Batum. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Suns trail by 4. Shamet the pass to Payne. Dishes to McGee. Out to Payne. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. Kennard on the wing. Shoots the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shamet up top. Kennard covering. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers ball. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Bledsoe looking around. Gets it off. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Bledsoe. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Here's Payne, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's McGee. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Los Angeles leading by 8. Batum dishes to Bledsoe. Kennard for 3. Over to the wing. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
To the middle. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Out left to the wing. Here's man. Back to Kennard. With the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
Here's Payne, guarded by Bledsoe. Johnson inside. Here's Kaminsky. McGee trying to break free. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Kaminsky. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. McGee on the double team. Here's Ibaka. Unable to get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. McGee the pass to Kaminsky. And with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Kennard on the wing. Driving inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
Shamet the pass to Kaminsky. Batum with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution for the Suns.
George against Booker. And George gets it to go. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
Now Leonard. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Zubac the pass to Leonard. It doesn't go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Back to Zubac. Leonard inside. He's covered by Ayton. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. Drills it from outside. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jackson kicks to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Crowder. Here's Ayton. Passes to Booker. Pulls up from the corner. They get the rebound.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Bridges against Leonard. Jackson dishes to George. 54 seconds left in the game. No problem knocking that one down.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Booker. Ball outside. Back to Booker. Here's the 3. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Leonard on the wing for 3. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Now here's Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Welcome, everyone. TA, it's home.
Good evening, Kevin.
And, David, I am honored. And I love Giannis's attitude. Wow, that's terrific. DA, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forwards. At the guard position, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And last season, Middleton adding to his game. Played more of a playmaking role. Great assist numbers for him.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Suns. And for Middleton, he's not the primary ball handler, but Greg, he can fill in from time to time.
And capable of playing the point forward if needed. Just make smart, simple plays. Great option to initiate the offense. Kind of give you a different look.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
From role player to MVP, Giannis is improving his upper body strength. Has really been a factor in his overall development.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. No good there. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to DiVincenzo. Now Lopez. Giannis inside. Defended by Booker. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Down low. And to get open is Crowder. Middleton against Bridges. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Offensive rebound. Back to Booker. Pass to Paul. This one for three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 3. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
On the wing, Bridges. Defended by Middleton. Booker looking around. Pass to Ayton. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Paul.
I love the persistence and consistency and urgency of Holiday's defense. He does not take any plays off.
Here's Middleton. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here's Booker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bridges finds Ayton. Back to Bridges to stop the drought. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Suns leading. To the inside. Here's Bridges. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Crowder against Giannis. Bridges with the steal. Here's Booker. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. The wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the point. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Ayton, and he makes good on the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. One-on-one here. Booker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And it's a 7-point Suns lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Holiday. just his first attempt. Offensive rebound. Bridges against Holiday. And Booker kicks to Ayton. The second effort. Kicks it out to Booker. Outside Crowder. On the wing, Bridges. Defended by DiVincenzo.
And using that 7'5 wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Holiday surveying the floor. Going inside, and he gets the bucket. Here's Paul. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. He kicks it to Crowder. No good. Shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And something that gets forgotten with Brook Lopez, he is still a strong rim protector.
I agree with you, Greg. Because he shoots the three and he's not a dominant post guy, it's easy to forget about his defense, but he's got excellent timing and good length and not afraid to mix it up either. Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Ball against Holiday. Paul right side. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Bridges left side. Back to Paul. Lopez with the steal. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Sun substitution.
Phoenix leading by 10. Now here's Payne. From the arc. Up again. From past the arc. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that'll do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. We've got Johnson. Kaminsky out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Payne in at the 1.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats. team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Payne passes to Johnson. In the corner, Shamet with it. Offensive rebound, goes back up.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
For Phoenix, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 14. It's Allen on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
To the wing on the left. Here's Portis. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Payne for three. That shot misses. Bucks trail by 16. It's Allen on the wing. Lets the three fly. The shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
McGee finds Kaminsky. Back to McGee. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gotten a blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Mora can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 16. Johnson, the pass to McGee. Fires it up. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time. McGee's got 8 here in the quarter.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
McGee against Hill. Portis banked in off the glass. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Shamet kicks to Payne. Shamet the pass to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Suns lead by 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Nora. Portis against McGee. Pass to Hill. Here's Nora inside. 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Portis can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 12-4 run. Kaminsky finds McGee. Now here's Kaminsky. Not a lot of room. Pass to Payne. Puts up a 3. Allen with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now here is Hill. Payne covering. No good with the triple. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. Longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forward. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Kaminsky against Lopez. Here's Johnson. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Johnson.
And the Suns lead by 20.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Middleton with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Holiday dishes to Middleton. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Passes to Kaminsky. Back to Shamet. Kicks it to Payne from downtown. And they get it back. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the paint, stolen by McGee. Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. The dish to Payne. Johnson, the pass to McGee. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Kaminsky. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton drives in, and he lays it straight in.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
Johnson outside. Back to Payne. From outside the arc. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Giannis. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shamet kicks to Payne. Back to Shamet. Over Lopez. And it's Shamet missing. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Phoenix grabs the miss. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Payne. Back to Shamet.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside, Kaminsky. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
Yeah, when Frank Kaminsky plays like this with this kind of aggressiveness, it forces the defense to react.
And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Booker outside. Back to Paul. 1:37 left to play in the final quarter. No good from Booker. Bucks trail by 19. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Phoenix.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
For 3, Middleton, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Paul looking over the floor. Booker in the corner. Again, the miss by Booker. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Phoenix controlling this game. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Ayton. He feeds it to Kaminsky. And the basket is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
Booker finds Ayton.
Milwaukee foul. Drew Holiday. That's his third personal foul. Second team
First
foul.
one falls for him.
It's incredible. You hear the stories about Chris Paul and his leadership, what he's done on and off the court. Not just with his team, but the whole league looks to him for guidance and really trusts his wisdom. That's high praise.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one to come into. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.